This lane position, and it's just buying time for Rigon with this backstab.
And there's the kill on Pepzora at last. They drive them away from the B bomb site. KST will come up with a decent kill, but now Rigon has seen them both. Perfect headshots on the first two bullets. KST and Kiva down. Regali and Banjo now held in the back of the site and trying to push forward to center of it. Banjo spotted, Regali drops, and it's all left to a 1 versus 4 for Banjo. Sees that bomb in his sights, but can't get anything done for it. One flat tray with a triple. And the level that we're talking about here. GXX kill found, 1-2 players dropping. A nice $1,200 gained by him on the SMG, and Joan Flatro be able to close out the last couple of frags. Synopsy facing in towards that elbow position and looking towards the present and the future, most importantly, alongside GXX, who gets the kill in a Banjo. They do lose that for Master. It is a 2-for-1.
The man advantage, they keep looking for more and searching for another pick. It doesn't quite work out, and instead they get punished.
KST with 2 teammates back in for it. Spotted by KST. Kill found. Juan Flatro can trade it right back with a spray together, so a 2 versus 2 still. Going out towards mid. Pepsaw actually could catch them off center. Turning his attention away, engages and wins out that fight despite losing a ton of HP. It's Regali now in the clutch. And though he's looking into the B site. Now turns his attention back towards Candles as Regali gets that kill. Where does he go? Into B, it seems to be the case. Bomb plant. Johan just can't see anything, has no info to play with. Taps the bomb, back turn towards ramp. Spray comes easy for Regali, makes it a 2K and makes it an opening round.
When that time starts to expire, but he knows he's definitely out of this one. Trying to see if he can get a couple of kills, gets away with one, does get traded straight away, and the rest of the Pink players just holding on to their weapons.
Bit of a gamble. I guess in the end it had to be the case.
Drive the attention away from this MP9.
Rigon up close, Pepzor's already been tagged up, the transfer to Spray gets a 2K, so Synopsy stole one in the mix, but Rigon makes it a triple anyway. Banjo with 2 to respond, switches out to the AK, the bomb is on his back, he's got an ace clutch this because Fnatic have fallen apart here, and the CTs are facing in so quickly. Joan Flattroop caught next, 3 kills to his name. Banjo makes it a quadra, and center the last man left, a flashbang over, he'll get turned away. Banjo about to play us out of this round if he can just hit this one last shot. Oh, what a clutch! What's around for Fnatic? Pepzor, knowing that the Blink side are down on the weapon advantage. The 5-7 for Joan Flatru still manages to find a kill for it. Banjo, a known entity, looking to extend his kill count, and indeed he does maintain control of the situation, but it's a 4v4. Name down, at least getting the damage involved. The nades come out and the blind shot connects towards the land in the end. So advantage swings to Blink. Regali maintains control once again, removing Synopsy from the back lanes. In GXR does grab an AK, now he's been spotted. The second player also being spotted as well. Banjo makes it 2 frags, and transfer back to the third man. Regali steals it. But Banjo with to press the issue. Molotov's in. Util in hand. Player gets caught for it. Second man around the corner with KST also back behind the doorways. Seno's going to get the trade back and now needs backup to get here because Fnatic are converging on the site and they'll act off the back of that aggression. Pepzor turn on a double up for Seno. And 6 HP still out in the open. Still so far aggressive towards this. And he's pressing in for a bit more. Makes it a triple against Banjo. And Fnatic have fallen apart again.
Itself. KST's got to try and bring back a 1v4 position, at least gets away with that first kill, but damage has been done. The swing on the contact, and Blink find their third.
No, it's a case of timing and information. Sprays through. Pepzor's also going to get caught for it. Dead to the hands of Joan. And Senna got the kill with the opener. A 5v3 situation.
Information away from the pickup of the rifle. Regali gets away with the first. Trade back does not come back in. That was away into the round. KST's trying at least an entry approach, but Rigon's here on the A defensive. Seen that last player. All the information's here.
Yeah, Regali will try and push it out towards this donut position, but fall into the hands of Synopsy, so not even going to get a chance to save it. AK a couple of rounds to go, but he passed it off to his teammates. Banjo missing. Synopsy out here towards window. Good kill. Turns around 180 and almost gets that second. Banjo holds the trade, though.
Damage has been done.
TKSD could also get spotted. Tap head, spray through. Oh, what a sequence from Rigon. What a sequence indeed. Regali left alone to lick his wounds and run for the hills. There's nothing left in this round.
Jeez, they're sharp, aren't they? And even follows up again. What a round.
But it is working out pretty well. In terms of the scoreline, is the only thing that's not confident about it, honestly. Synopsy, GXX, 2 kills to start things off in mid. And
as this smoke starts to dissipate, Banjo is on the other side. They're trying to see if they can pull a distraction over towards ramp. Instead, Banjo is still holding the angle.
GXX caught off by KST, 3v3. So a couple of trades that might bring things back to manageable scenario. Center's angle will drive him away a little bit, and still the players crossing in front of the AWP throws Regali completely off. Synopsy can get 2 kills. Regali with a trade back and grab the bomb from the far reaches of the site. Will go for the plant down here. A 1 versus 2 caught off by Synopsy as Blink will hold the half. That is Eagles above the rifles and the limited sets here. John Flatcher again going to try and meet them head on here at Cave and completely evaded. No, he lights them up. Just about blinded by the flash. Kieran Regali still full of 5v3. He's dipping in for a little bit more, and KST is not bound for this world.
Jeez, there's not even an explanation of how he was able to do that. He's completely blind there, Jay, and he just mops up the kills, eventually falls down to Banjo, who ends up just getting spammed.
Taken out so effectively, start things off on such a great high for the CT side once again, and indeed that's a kill that comes in without much issue.
Just no comfortability.
Oh, Rigon has no idea, or Regali has no idea, I should say. Banjo at least finds a trade back onto Juan Flatru, but Synopsy is finally dealt with, so 3 versus 3. They've got a ton of info for it to wait for his teammate and look onto that ramp control where Key is dead, as is Pepzor, nearly 10 HP for the man. The peeking against Banjo, spots the shot, GXX gets the kill, and now Pepzor stands alone.
What does he do?
Looking away from long, GXX spots him, just gets the P2. 50 taps, that's all he needs to get with his teammates here. 3 players trying to pull off a fake out towards the B side. They get Juan flat through though, so that might change things. Oh, GXR's landed the collateral and seen the bomb. That's round over already. Senna's caught the backstab. They bracketed them in. Rigon's going to cut off rotations. See Banjo and Key just spray one in the back. Not quite catch that second. Not like it matters though.
Oh, the light-up coming through, and he might even be able to find more impact. The NWP finds the contra, and Blink get up to 11. GXX, cool as cut the rotations off. What a position this is!
2 spotted, headshots not quite landed, but the execution's coming in the meantime, and Regali and KST have found those picks back. Banjo with one responsive, GXX in the center with it all to do, a 4v2. They're both up in Temple as well. Regali will get chased down at 9 points of health. He's extremely low. He's got backup out towards Key's part. Center gets that kill. Key also overwhelmed, so back to evens we go, but a bomb's been dropped here in at Donut. KST spotted at the edge of the smoke, but Center runs out of ammo. GXX needs to provide support. Banjo spotted as well. Tapped up, he gets his kill. Looking for the triple. GXX needs the headshots, but he can't hold onto it. And fnatic charging their way into the A site, wasting no time. Regardless, going to get caught off. Switching to the weapon. Oh, KST dealt with by Rigon, who just goes ham once again. Another fantastic... checked upon. Rigon does get dealt with, so there's 1 frag. Synopsy trades it right back, though, turns an SMG into a pick. Pepzor still turned away from, focusing so much on that cave entrance. At least they get a couple of exits, but all in all, it's still going to be around in a favor of Blink. They don't even get it as well. Center up against They need to turn things around soon, and Pepzor will do no such thing. Synopsy picks up the opener.
Yeah, the in-game leader being able to strike in from lane, but it's all a distraction. Everyone else is walking out for this main position. Keeve out from Donut, needs to try and strike, struggling to get that first frag. Rotation's still underway, trying to work around the utility.
Rigon picked up. Keeve still lurking in the midst of this smoke, and Blink might not be ready for it. Juan Flatcher his back turn. GXX gets the kill, but doubles up onto Keeve's KST. Falls in the interim. Juan Flatru is
just slow down. Know that you've got that backstab in play. Clear out the temple position. Regali still wins out that fight, and now it goes back to a 2v2.
That changes the complexion of things. Now they've drawn their attention towards Temple, and Senna's going to get caught for it. GXX up for the quadra clutch. 20 kills deep, but not going to happen for him. Regali close round, and fnatic rising. Similar scenario for them, thanks to the economical situation. Banjo turned in upon by GXX, gets Rigon at least for 1 good kill.
Down to the bottom of mid, but it's the walkout to come through from Cave. Oh, what a headshot onto Regali.
Pepzor's going to swing up on him as well. The adjustment's not quite there with the jump face, though. Pepzor even getting damage into the AWP as well. Switching
this timing could be everything. The AWP needs to turn around quickly. KST, with the trigger discipline, gets the advantage back.
Turner and Juan Flatru getting at least 1 trade back. 2v2, Pepzor on 15 points of HP. It's gonna be the big concern. Key spotted the edge of the smoke, and Senna gets the spray on for the triple, not quite. But Juan Flatru's just got to play patient. Pepzor's on low. 1 bullet's gonna make the difference here for the AK. Tapping once. Juan sees the man. What an adjustment that is for Blink to get to that point. Gonna get driven back into the corner. As Kiev looks for a way into this round, we'll be able to find Juan Flattrue. Synopsy, however, has kicked things off against Pepzor and Banjo out towards the window. We'll see Rigon, see GXX as well, but the trade's still fantastic. The adjustment to Kiev is great as well. Triple on for the man, not quite going to make it happen. And Senna can trade back out towards the site itself. So B will be open up. They will get the plant in. Flashed in. Doesn't go for the peak. KST can win that fight. And Synopsy has a Mach 10 now to play with out in the totem position. The bomb in his sights. Waiting for KST to go for the tap. He can't see him. Looking for a rifle, looking for something better. Tap, sit, swing, out, and Synopsy gets the headshot to make it 60. The smoke going down with a flashbang at the ready, attempting to try and sell some sort of A play, with Key pressing up towards mid, now looking in against GXX from underpass. He'll be able to get that trade back together as his teammates start to walk out of the apartments. Regali challenge, gets that kill. Banjo next to hold, sees Juan, sees Rigon, and gets both of those headshots effective with the adjustment, leaving Senna alone in the lurk on a 1 versus 4. At the apartment's entrance itself, Senna trying to lean in. Oh, that's a crispy shot. All right. 1 out of 4. Allow some sort of entry out into the window. Back turn, looking on the shore. Still can't deal with Banjo. Still not expecting him to be out there. 3 kills to his name. A 3-0, a 3-2, 4-2 sort of lead scoreline. KSD spotted first. Pepzor also seen at the edge of the smoke there by Juan Flattrue. He only gets that 1 frag though. Trades are available, but he's got so much more T-side players to deal with and so few rotations that can get called in time. Synopsy finding Pepzor and GXX inserted into the ladder room. Are they ready for this? Will they overlook his position? Regali will catch Rigon out towards jungles. The bomb goes down. It'll be a 3v3.
Yeah, this is pretty much round done. There's no way you're able to pre-aim up towards this ladder position and try and win the fight. GXX does get a little bit close to the trigger already, and it's just wasting time at this point.
Regali catches Synopsy. Kiev is traded to the end. The Molotov will drive him away from the ladder room, and Senna is the only man that's actually on the site itself. GXX has got to win this fight, and Regali says no, so actually this becomes doable here. This round is not done for fnatic Rising. Times tick quite farther. They've got to get on the defuse pretty quick. They both have kits. Banjo watching spray through and tap up for Senna. Will not be able to secure it. The defuse will hold itself together, and fnatic. A couple AK save for fnatic, fortunately, so there's firepower. One of which will commit hard up towards mid, get the kill on Senna. It's GXX that trades back KST. Should know that Regali's out there, sandwiched in by 2 T-side members. GXX takes a lot of damage to get the kill, but he gets the advantage
from Blink. They've got to get back over towards the bomb. He really needs to try and hold his life, and actually GXX falls trying to get up into con.
And Synopsy falls trying to get the bomb back, so Pepzor does do quite an amount with it. Kiev caught off on the bomb site. Rigon taps forward, gets the kill against him. Banjo with a trade, and Juan Flattrue now coming out of ramp. There's attention on Banjo, but Pepzor is his main concern. The spray comes in, it lines up the kill for it. fnatic Rising deny a bomb. Charlie's footsteps must be heard, his Incendiary must also be seen. Incendiary down, Pepzor caught off. Rigon can get the trade back. Incendiary's in against that man, will grab that AK quickly, but gets shut down by KST.
Trying to go quite quick into that mid portion.
As soon as AK sees KST, gets the headshot, all important. Regali now on the site. Bomb plant will be safe. The flashbang will make it safe for a 3v3. And double nades on. Actually, only 1 nade came in, excuse me. GXX still gets the kill. And Senna follows suit onto the man at Ticket Booster. It's all to Kiev. 1v3. Left alone to try clutch this. Could line him up. Not even going to get a bullet off on Senna. 3 kills to his name is Blink. Execution. Pepzor again out here. Flashbang against Synopsy. So well placed. So well killed off. fnatic finding a lot of coordination in this map.
Doing their homework out for the mid takes. Pepzor going to get forced out to the open. Rigon and Juan Flattrue just forcing the straight angels and those entries out to the bomb site. Regali with the NWP cannot follow up. At least catches at least one going back towards CT.
Yeah, Rigon a little bit early on the site, yet to commit definitively to the plant. Center out in the open, spray through from Banjo, and it doesn't work out for him. Kiev also falls to Juan Flattrue. Regali left alone, the one that... Groundwork being laid for a match to come, and bench didn't spot Kiev. He should do now. Now he's been seen. Oh no, the backstab didn't work out. All down to Banjo, checking the right.
Waiting for a slight jiggle, an overextension towards the top of con. It might just come. It's actually his teammate to get the kill.
Yeah, I think he spotted Pepzor in that exchange as well. Rigon catching Banjo. GXX trying to swing up. The flashbang will keep him at bay. The nades will drive the CT further back to a 4 versus 4. Rigon struggles against Pepzor in the sniper's nest as KST comes forward against GXX. So AWP drop.
P-State is pretty good. They've got a lot of money behind them. You just don't want to give those upgrades over to fnatic Rising.
Once again, storming up the mid control. Did a number on the economical state of fnatic so far so well, so they can still reset them. KST taken out by Juan Flatru, or taking out Juan Flatru, removed from play on a trade back. Synopsy and Senna can get a couple kills back into their own right. Regali responds to a 2 versus 2, but is not aware of Rigon. Also down towards bottom mid. That bomb's up top though, and it's going to
he didn't check the corner all the way, and now Sinispee's coming back in towards T-Spawn. Banjo struggling, does win out that fight, and now it comes down to the 1v1.
Now he realizes Rigon cleaving up Banjo to clutch it, transfers the spray, and gets the 7th round.
They ended up being isolated, and fnatic Rising get up to 7.
Juan Flatru takes KST out again, trying to work something into the opening frags. He's caught Pepzor for damage as well. Swings upon the man and gets the headshot and all. He's had enough of losing rounds. He wants to get one more on the board here. Molotov's in against Kiev, should drive him back. Double molly should do extra damage. Banjo has found one of the apartments. That bomb's going to rotate back towards, and elsewhere the bomb can go down.
Oh, Kiev's going to try and press forward of it, deny that bomb, and even get some help coming through from Regali.
Juan Flatru now on the ace clutch, flashed out, dead to the rights of the likes of Kiev. 2 kills to his name. Be seen by him, he's going to get flashed off blind. He's still peeking against center at the right time, alongside Regali's kill. KST with a double up. Regali drops in turn, but it's a 4v2.
Position. He actually has escaped a window of opportunity to deal with Pepzor. That's the first player, needs to follow up. It just doesn't quite happen.
The XX shot missed out. KST comes up with a frag, makes it a quadra in the round for him. Pistols out for the most part. One hero AK again for Rigon. Regali with his AWP, however, opens things up. Looks back in towards short. Captures Juan Flatru. Rigon can trade one. Needs to get Banjo as well. Desperately so. Will bait in Synopsy for it. Now needs to win against Regali. Next back at Brucey. Smoke to the left. Bomb making its way in towards the apartments from GXX. He gets caught by Pepzor anyway, and Regali will shut down the AK-47, get his own triple involved.
Good to see that they're not just checked out of this series and that they're really here to fight, even out towards this ramp control. Juan Flatru looking to find impact, but it's still the man advantage.
Galia's got a nice little one-way gap he can utilize against Synopsy. Remove him, Senna, and GXX.
Just play retake setup really deep, waiting for an overextension. The bomb's been seen, and even when he's flashed off the angle, it still wins the fight.
One good spray from GXX comes up decent against Regali, grabs that AWP, and he's expecting someone away. All the info that fnatic needs. Smokes down, looking for an AK, desperately evading the nade. On the defuse, they'll look to go. Kiev just gets the kill instead, and fnatic Rising make it a 12-3. 50, Juan Flatru spots him. Gets the aggressive play, gets the headshot in. Now got KST and Code to deal with. Regali's got his back turned. Still no one's covering this off. But finally the trade is there, and fnatic Rising can maintain control. But with breathing room for Rigon and his other teammates as well. USP against KST, and KST gets his double up. Senna with a smoke down to buy a bit of cover. Pepzor leans in and will get shut back down. Bomb's been dropped. KST back still turned to Synopsy, and Senna gets another kill of his own right. Makes it a triple in fact. Looking for the quadra as Banjo suddenly finds himself alone. And Synopsy will close the wrong moment. Flashbangs in, smokes go down. Senna could get caught up for it. Indeed, he's dead to rights, leaving Rigon alongside GXX. Needs to hold on to something. Rigon's dead to rights. AWP gets one. Oh, he misses that second, and that throws off the entire defensive line. The scout out for Synopsy. You mentioned how important this round would be for fnatic to gain.
They'll know the intent of how important that round was for him.
Boost up for Regali, getting Juan Flatru. fnatic
bring it back to a 4v4, but Banjo's still holding the angle. The AK wins out the fight. That's an important one to win, and that just drives attention over towards B, but the bomb's going A.
Just nothing going right for Blink as KST swings on another frag. Removes the A presence from play. Rigon's in the midst of that smoke at connector. Might try pop through, hearing Pepzor trying to catch him at the edge of the smoke. Pepzor's seen him first though. And I repeat what I just said, nothing's going right for Blink. fnatic Rising, getting the 14, no player falling, no money left for the CT side. Pushed up to stack out towards mid. Trying to see if we can catch Regali, and indeed he does turn onto that player. Now look towards underpass and back up top mid, but looking away at the wrong moment, and eventually caught off by Pepzor. The AWP is dropped.
And they just crunch in from two different sides. Very uncomfortable for the AWP, and knowing that's the only real AWP in play makes things more uncomfortable. KST finding damage, finding entries out towards the A site, and even knows where Synopsy is.
Oh, good shot, finally. Deagle of Rigon needs to land a couple of kills, only gets the one frag and struggles to do so in that respect. Senna with the FAMAS turns on Banjo, and it's Pepzor that stands alone in connector. Aware of both CT's position, is going to challenge them directly here. AK in the hands of one, M4 in the hands of the other, and Senna gets the shot to maintain a lifeline. The connector is where they'll catch off one Rigon. Could also lean in with that contact position now being overwhelmed. One flat true will drop. Rigon still turning away from Banjo, allowing him to cross or check out position. There might be misinformation being gained, and GXX will strike for it. So a 4 versus 4. Synopsy's checked out ramp as well as GXX continues to blind spray. Synopsy leaning in as Keeve forces forward against one of their star men. Synopsy falls. Rigon's going to trade it, and indeed he does. Lean back to the side. Not aware of KST, adjusts towards the AK, but the AK gets the headshot in. So it's all to Senna now. 1 versus 3. Flash round the corner. Sees all 3 of them. Regali gets the shot in, and it'll be a 6. Ready with a counter flash to allow his teammates to start peeking in. They'll look towards KST, try to isolate that pick against him. Rigon comes up with one, Synopsy with another, but he gets traded so quickly that Rigon has got a hold on his lonesome. Gets to double up as Jan Flattrue also gets boosted up on top of the flower pots, only able to do not really much actually, not even damage being done to Regali or Pepsor. Both players at 100 as Blink try going for the early retake. Juan Flattrue will get his kill in as well. Regali 1v3, can't hold off against Senna, and Blink start things off confident with a pistol win. The Brackets entrance, GXX will take that shotgun up close against the likes of KST, but lose the fight to the man. A lot of damage being done, but it's a frag that goes the way of fnatic.
Yeah, not the easiest of fights at all, and even for Synopsy, he's aggressed so far forward towards the bottom of Banana. They're going to over-rotate completely. This MP9 needs to try and get a frag back, but it's the distance and the M4 struggling. Now Brackets just starts getting completely exploited through. Senna's the last player up into the A side, just hoping to hold it defensive, trying to get as many kills as possible, drop that bomb, but now Synopsy's the last one left.
Keeve just sends Senna into the site. He'll hear Keeve eventually get caught up by Regali. The Tech 9 taps and he gets the round stealing. Blink here trying to force the issue back with whatever SMG damage or firepower that they've got here. Rigon caught flash blinded, still gets Keeve and gets Banjo the same ahead of the smoke. In fact, the headshot came up and Blink have stolen a couple of unlikely frags. Juan Flattrue is looking for another one. He can't catch in the scout. GXX can though.
What is this? How can we explain this, Jay? The force by losers be at the ego. Gets them a 5-on-1 advantage. And from here on out, you just don't want to isolate too many individual duels. You want to gather as many of those AKs as possible. Juan Flattrue out from the at least apartment's position. It's fair enough. He's there alone. Sets GXX up to get the trade off.
GXX was $50 away from getting it, so you would have thought he would have brought that down as Senna gets Banjo, starts things off on the right foot again for the T-side line. Keeve taken back by Synopsy as there is one trade back for the T-line. The incendiary
man advantage, Juan Flattrue. Oh, I think he's getting seen. Spam down, looking to see if he can at least fight a fight. GXX peeking on the contact, got a teammate out from long. So much fighting coming through from Blink on a consistent basis. Out from Banana into Brackets, and now it just comes down to the last player, Regali, to clutch again.
GXX and Synopsy start to peek in. We'll see the man get the headshot, get a triple for GXX, and Blink
out from long. Couple of individuals. Synopsy being aggressive down from Banana has got Senna to at least back up, and that's pretty easy pickings. Not up against the most of it.
I set towards second mid or towards Mexico where Pepsor is, and he'll get the opening start.
And the aggressive maneuver.
Smoke's coming in, damage done to Keeve in minimal amounts. Regali gets the shot in, and fnatic Rising have the B site from here, a 5-on-3 advantage. GXX will try to look for Pepsor out here towards Banana and will catch the frag while taking a lot of damage for it. Can't deny the bomb plant either for Blink. And flash in to allow peeks in against GXX, trying to see if they can isolate the kill. Rigon, meanwhile, has struck to the site, dealt with by Regali. One player in at the Banana position, dealt with, and Senna making his way in from construction. Got Banjo in the back to deal with. Trying to transfer back to Regali, gets the double up. Not quite the triple. KST turns it around. And the A site, Pepsor is going to start leaning in with the Galil. No one's watching. Flashbangs in. Senna's going to get a kill for it, and a double up as well. If he gets the next player, that could be enough to secure the round itself. The AWP's got to turn back though, and Senna gets so much damage in. GXX still focusing on the rat play because Pepsor is still making his way up here. Flashbang turned away from by Synopsy, and GXX looking for a shot which he will be able to land. Synopsy sees 2 more players, lines them up, knocks him down. Blink back in control. GXX has got his orb pressed into the apartment so far out. You can see the T-side entrance. Banjo getting Juan, and that's going to be basically the A site falling here. They put so much emphasis on apps that now they're just going to storm the site, get a bomb plant in, and well, they've got to go for a retake. At least Rigon gets it back to a 4v4.
They've got numbers to work with here, and the utility. Rigon gets caught up onto the short wall, and Keeve is waiting to fight the rotates out from Arch.
And that swings, and Keeve gets the kill. GXX waiting in the apartments, hoping for an angle, but Synopsy might have to do the heavy lifting in this one. The AWP can't really extend out without revealing too much. Pepsor caught with his head turned away. It's KST with the frag on a Synopsy, and GXX now has got to save.
NWP very aggressive. Rigon's going to play out from bedroom 2. All of a sudden, fnatic Rising
does a bit more damage this time. Smokes down as Rigon engages against two, trying to make it a triple. He's got a teammate that's just fallen in. Juan Flat-True, a teammate on the back of the site. That's GXX with the AWP. Out towards long, dropping Pepzor, and now leaving two left standing in Kiev and Banjo. Versus four of Blink. Two more players back in on the way, and Banjo gets one, not quite the second man, leaving it all to Kiev, who knows the rotation's been found. So we'll already get a boost in against Rigon. Flashbang turned away from him. He gets caught blinded by it regardless. Lines up the kills, only gets one. Trades good for GXX, and Blink have 7. 3 rounds the difference, still Blink have that lead, and they're going to try and see if they can hold on to it. Rigon and GXX getting very aggressive here in the apartment's bedroom. Pepzor heard, and they escape dodge before he can engage against them. One more player still in the apartments and pushing aggressive in center. Pepzor gets forward by GXX and gets that kill together. Bomb dropped as well outside of Apps, and I think from there the TT should be able to
get flash over the top. 2 players just aggressively peeking out from bedroom. And when you think about how some of these
round win is pretty much gone out of the window at this stage, they'll try their best, but Senna and Juan Flat-True able to mow down 3. 1 trade is available, but that AK can get picked up pretty effectively, and Rigon's closing in, bracketing in Pepzor, sandwiching in between the CT forces, and should be able to find that pick in the end. Not quite actually, but they get those kills together, so the M4s should get upgraded. fnatic trying to make it as close as possible as GXX sneaks through. Oh, the library position with a fantastic flick. Rigon caught Pepzor on his backup, and now he looks for a bit more to line up. Does get traded. Juan Flat-True will close out the round, and Synopsy looking on and backing off. Juan will get the kill onto KST. Senna does lose his teammate and is forced to throw that nade early. Try to find a bit of a better angle, almost line them up, but a bit of a staggered push out with 1 player waiting back. Now it's Synopsy on the defensive line. Nades out, incendiaries in. Kiev's going to evade most of that damage. And the bomb plant can be secured. Synopsy is going to just go charging straight into the side. They're ahead of the smoke. Caught off by Banjo, leaving it now to 2 players. Nades up. Kiev again evades that link. Kill against Pepzor's not going to be possible. As Kiev captures GXX, it's all left to Juan, who can't make it happen. fnatic will make it a 5th round to close out the
almost trying to use his teammates up on short as a bait to drive them through.
There's Juan with a kill. KST turns it around. Pepzor trying to hold on to a trade of his own right, but Rigon gets 2 to line up. Regali with 1 responsive, leaving it all on Kiev as he goes down. Rigon caught a headshot, so there's something. But now going to go for the full retake without the kit. To the left, both players are on site though, so just a case of funneling his way in, and they just spam it up on that gap in the smoke. Synopsy with the kill. Credit. Guns out for both teams in this one. It is going to be quick. KST. Packs turn towards him. They're not going to be ready for his angle. Here at the boiler position, the bomb commits and it goes down forward.
The rotation, or at least the reposition, doesn't quite happen. Juan Flat-True at least opens up with the first kill. Needs to follow up. It just doesn't happen.
Cubby corner from Kiev. Peps also swings in alongside a man, catches center, and Kiev can't double up. fnatic, Juan Flat-True has managed to cross. Ricard's been spotted, and the bomb trying to commit to the site here. They engage, and Juan gets a kill with a Tech 9. An AK he can pick up now. The bomb plant can be secured, and Blink have quite a positional advantage. GXX waiting. Regali's got his back turned. A 5v3, and no more than that for GXX. Pepzor, Banjo, a couple of trades in. Senna still holds control.
Oh, now this looks very promising. Another swing comes out, and Senna ends up making it a triple.
Now press onto the B site. They've caught in the stack. So much information gained, and Senna still isolates Kiev, removes him. KST, the SMG, falls forward to the flashbang. Rigon will get that next kill. Banjo back a second, and now Pepzor can try that closing backstab. He still can't get it done. Rigon with another good kill, and Regali gets nothing through his trouble. A triple for the down nades on. Nice damage done to Rigon. Pepzor sprayed up. Banjo will swing in his place and tries to even get the trade. It's Regali that does find a responsive out towards the apartments in the mid-control. Rigon still pressing on, finally dealt with by Kiev. GXX can get one on the turn, and Banjo will hold control, but it's still a boost-up player. The Molotov of Senna burns him from the back lines, and KST caught on rotate. Synopsy looking to close it with a headshot so perfect.